The real reason people can't hold eye contact with you: psychology, emotion, healing, opening, hook, slow, calm, with a gentle but compelling tone. Have you ever noticed that when you look someone in the eyes, they look away? Almost as if your gaze is too much for them to handle. It's not always shyness, it's not always guilt, and it's definitely not always about you being intimidating. Sometimes it's about something much deeper, something inside them. And sometimes it's also about something inside you today. We're going to explore the real reason people can't hold eye contact with you. We'll go beneath the surface into psychology, emotion, and the silent language our eyes speak. By the end, you'll not only understand why it happens, but you'll also know how to turn eye contact into a bridge of trust, respect, and connection. Asterisk Part 1. The unspoken weight of eye contact. Eye contact is one of the most intimate forms of human communication. Think about it. Before we even make it, before we even speak, before a single word is exchanged, our eyes already begin the conversation. Psychologists have found that prolonged eye contact activates the same parts of the brain as physical touch. It can trigger emotions, memories, even vulnerability, sometimes without us realizing it. For many people, this is overwhelming. Holding your gaze might feel like you're peeling back layers of their soul, exposing thoughts and feelings they're not ready to share. Some avoid eye contact because they feel exposed. They're afraid of being truly seen. They've learned to hide emotions to protect themselves. And if your presence carries a strong, calm, or deeply authentic energy, that can be even more confronting. It's not always that they don't like you. It's that your gaze touches a part of them they haven't dared to look at themselves. Asterisk. Part 2. The psychology behind avoiding eye contact. There are many reasons why people can't hold eye contact, but the most powerful ones are deeply psychological. 1. Social anxiety and self-consciousness. Some people feel that eye contact puts them on the spot. It's as if every flaw, every insecurity will be noticed. They're not avoiding you, they're avoiding being judged. 2. Past trauma. For those who have experienced emotional or physical trauma, eye contact can feel unsafe. It can trigger memories of confrontation, criticism, or even abuse. Away becomes a defense mechanism. 3. Power dynamics. Eye contact can signal dominance or submission in social settings. Some people have been conditioned in family, work, or relationships to avoid direct gaze as a way of keeping the peace. 4. Emotional honesty. Eye contact is a mirror. When someone meets your gaze, they might suddenly feel their own emotions rise to the surface: guilt, shame, love, or even longing. They're not ready to deal with those emotions, they look away. 5. Cultural differences. In some cultures, direct eye contact is considered rude or disrespectful. So when you meet someone from a background that values indirect gaze, it might simply be a matter of respect, not discomfort. Asterisk. Part 3. The hidden message about you. Here's something you might not expect. When people can't hold eye contact with you, it often says more about you than it does about them. If you are naturally observant, you carry yourself with quiet confidence, you have a presence that feels awake. Your energy can be deeply magnetic, but also deeply confronting. Some people can feel that you notice details others miss, that you see beyond the mask they wear. And while this is a gift, it's also a responsibility. If your presence makes people look away, it doesn't mean you're unlikable. It might mean you're a mirror. And not everyone is ready to see their reflection. Asterisk. Part 4. When it's actually you. It's uncomfortable. We also have to be honest. Sometimes we are the ones who struggle with eye contact. Maybe you've noticed that you tend to glance away first, or that prolonged eye contact makes you feel uneasy. This can happen if you fear being too much for others. You're afraid of intimacy or vulnerability. You've learned to downplay your presence to avoid attention. If that's you, it's important to see eye contact not as a battle of dominance, but as a dance of connection. It's not about staring someone down, it's about being present without losing yourself. Asterisk. Part 5. How to make eye contact feel safe. 5. You want to use eye contact as a way to connect instead of intimidate? Here are a few steps you can take. 1. Soften your gaze. You don't have to lock eyes with intensity. Let your gaze rest naturally with warmth, as if you're listening with your eyes. 2. Use this 70/30 rule. Spend about 70% of the conversation making eye contact and 30% looking away naturally. This prevents your gaze from feeling like a spotlight. 3. Pair eye contact with micro-expressions. A small smile, a relaxed brow, or a nod can make your gaze feel inviting. 4. Match their comfort level. If someone seems nervous, you can gradually build more eye contact instead of forcing it. 5. Practice with self-reflection. Stand in front of a mirror, hold your own gaze. Notice what comes up: discomfort, self-criticism, pride, or even love. The more you're comfortable with your own reflection, the more you'll be comfortable holding the gaze of others. Part 6. The healing power of eye contact. Eye contact can be an act of healing. When you look at someone with genuine acceptance, without judgment, you give them permission to be seen. I've seen people who once looked away in every conversation slowly learn to hold eye contact because they realized they were safe with me. And maybe that's your role in someone's life. Maybe your steady.com presence is the reminder they need that it's okay to be seen. Part 7. When to break eye contact. Not every situation calls for prolonged gaze. In moments of conflict, intense emotion, or with someone who's clearly uncomfortable, softening your gaze or looking away briefly can build trust. The goal isn't to win the eye contact game. The goal is connection, and sometimes connection means giving space. Part 8. Turning eye contact into connection. At home, here's something you can try today. The next time you talk to a loved one, give them the gift of undistracted presence. Put your phone away. Look into their eyes when they speak. Let them finish without interrupting. You might be surprised how much closer you feel and how much more they open up when they know you're truly there. Part 9. Final thoughts. If people can't hold eye contact with you, it's not always rejection. Sometimes it's a sign of deep respect. Sometimes it's their own wounds speaking. And sometimes it's your light reflecting back at them, showing them parts of themselves they haven't faced. Either way, your job is not to force them to look at you, but to make it safe for them too when they're ready. Emotional closing call to support. Warm, slow, and heartfelt. If today's message touched something inside you, if you've ever wondered why your gaze feels so powerful, or why it sometimes scares people away, remember this: your eyes are not just organs of sight. They are messengers of your soul, and the world needs more people who can look and truly see. On this journey of awareness, empathy, and truth, we're building a space for deeper understanding here on Awaken Mindset. If this resonated with you, I invite you to join us. Like this video, share it with someone who needs to hear it, and subscribe so we can keep exploring the quiet truths that shape our lives. Because the more we learn to see each other, the more human we become.